Hi everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another video. My first haul video in quite some time, and today I would like to share with you all of the latest video games, manga volumes, and even a figurine that I picked up over the past few weeks, so definitely stay tuned until the very end so you can see everything. But for now, let's get started with the main attraction, and that is my limited edition of The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak, which, as you can see right here, the title is upside down, which, dude, I was freaking out when I took this out of the box. I was like, oh no, I need to send it back and get a proper copy. What happened? But then I thought about it some more and I said, you know, this is actually a score. This is the ultra rare misprinted limited edition, but that's wrong too, because upon further inspection, you can sort of make out right there, see? That's a slipcover. And I guess Nice America was trolling me, putting that upside down and then sealing it in the plastic. And I wonder if this happened to anyone else, because I can't be the only one who got the upside down title, right? But yeah, stay tuned. I'll be doing an unboxing of this in a separate video. So we'll take a look at what's inside. You know, Nice America always does a great job with the limited editions, from having art books, CDs, posters. Some of them even have acrylic stands of the characters, and of course the game. And I look forward to playing this very soon. Obviously, it's well past July 5th when the game released. I don't like playing games at launch because I don't like stopping what I'm currently playing to play a new game. I have to finish what I'm currently playing first. And another reason is I feel like a lot of new games always have some sort of problem where they need an update or a patch or the game crashes. There's always some sort of issue. And I know Trails Through Daybreak originally released in Japan in 2021, so now it's 2024. It's not really a new game, but it is in the fact that it has, you know, the English subtitles, English voice acting. I don't know if they added any other quality of life improvements or whatever, but there's bound to be some sort of glitch, so I just rather wait a month or so before finally diving in. Of course, you may remember I played through the entire Trail series from Sky first chapter all the way to Reverie in the span of a calendar year, from April 2023 to April 2024. So I've been taking a bit of a break from the Trail series, playing some East games, playing BlazBlue, playing all sorts of other games. So, you know, taking a little break. Definitely looking forward to playing Trails Through Daybreak. And I just learned that they announced Trails Through Daybreak 2, which is releasing in early 2025. So that'll be either January, February, March, early April at the latest. And then, of course, in Japan, Kai no Kiseki Farewell Ozumeria is releasing in late September. And I know some people are saying, oh, the fact that Daybreak 2 is specified for an early 2025 release means Kai no Kiseki is going to be released in late 2025, but I'm going to hedge my bets that it'll probably be like a 2026 window, just because the way they're billing Kai no Kiseki is a Reverie-esque game with a lot of characters and dialogue, so, you know, let them take their time translating it, and it'll be there for us before we know it, right? So moving on, I'm going to show you the next limited edition I picked up. I should also mention this is the PS5 limited edition. My next limited edition is a Nintendo Switch limited edition, and that is of Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon, which you're probably wondering, you know, Kevin, why'd you get the Nintendo Switch version and not the PS4 version? Well, to my knowledge, the PS4 version, both of these came with an art book, but the PS4 version had 2 pages from the art book removed because of nudity, which is insane to me, because you can see right here, it's rated M for mature 17+, but if you're familiar with Tsukihime, you should know that nudity is the least of your worries, because this is an insanely violent visual novel. There's full-on decapitation in this series, blood and gore, just all sorts of crazy violence. So I don't know why they're going crazy about nudity. And what's so funny to me is, of course, this is developed by Type Moon, but it's published and distributed by Aniplex, which also does the Blu-rays for the Fate series, you know, Unlimited Blade Works, Heaven's Feel, Grand Order, Apocrypha, all the Fate series, when they get released on Blu-ray, are through Aniplex. But Aniplex is a partner with Sony. So Sony is PS4. And it just baffles me because when most people think of Nintendo Switch, you think of games like Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, you know. I don't want to say they're kid games, but you know, they kind of are. They're more marketed to kids than adults, despite adults playing them as well. And I doubt the average kid is going to go, because will Best Buy even carry these? I doubt it. But the average kid is going to go to Best Buy and pick this up and then flip through the art book and see some boobies. But the PS4 version, oh no, we got to remove that, which is just crazy, man. But another thing about Tsukihime, I said before, Type Moon. Most people know of the Fate series from Type Moon, and Fate Stay Night as a visual novel, the original visual novel, was released in Japan in 2004. However, Tsukihime actually came before Fate Stay Night and was released in 2000. But before Tsukihime, there was also a light novel series called The Garden of Sinners. And I'm pretty sure that was adapted into an OVA series. So Type Moon did some other stuff before Fate Stay Night, and even after that, there's The Witch on the Holy Night, which I missed the limited edition of that. That was last year before I really dove down the Fate rabbit hole. And the only reason why I bought this is because I saw the limited edition was available, and I had watched Carnival Phantasm, which is the OVA series crossing over with Fate characters, Tsukihime characters, and Melty Blood. And I definitely want to go back and see what Tsukihime is all about. That's our favorite vampire waifu, Arcuade. These other characters, I don't remember their names. They were all in Carnival Phantasm as well, but the only one I remember is Arcuade. And you see on the back here, a piece of Glass Moon reimagined. This is the story of a boy and vampires. They redid the artwork. And it's the same artist who does the Fate Stay Night artwork. Tsukihime, a piece of blue glass moon, collects the two tails that make up the near side of the moon portion of the original Tsukihime Arcuade scenario, Moon Princess, and Ciel scenario, Midnight Rainbow. And there's some artwork right there. And you see on the back, intense violence, blood and gore, suggestive themes, and strong language. It doesn't even say anything about nudity. I guess suggestive themes, but that's what they removed from the PS4 version. And I thought this was funny too. This was going around over the past few weeks. ABC, basic reading ability is needed to fully enjoy this game because it's a visual novel. You're gonna read it. You're not even playing the game. You're gonna have a few choices here and there, but you know, and if you mess up, you're gonna see Neko arc, that's for sure. But yeah, I got that. I'm definitely looking forward to playing this at some point. Apparently there's gonna be a part 2 to this because they broke this is what they said in the back, the reimagining. There's going to be another part to Tsukihime. And then, you know, Melty Blood, which I think is a fighting game, that sort of connects to this as well. There's, well, the same characters. And I know Mash is a character in Melty Blood as well. Anyway, let's move on to some of the other games I picked up. Hopefully you guys saw my review of BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. I did a review of this last week. And this turned me into a fighting game fan. I mentioned that I wanted to hunt down the other BlazBlue games. And as far as I can tell, there are 4 other BlazBlue games, 2 of which on the PS3, 2 of which on the PS4. And I was able to grab all of them. So let's start with the first BlazBlue game on the PlayStation 3. BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. And we see on the cover, we got Ragna the Blood Edge right in the middle. Right next to him, we have Noelle Vermillion, Jean Kisaragi. There's Rachel Alucard and Iron Tager. I'm not sure of the other characters because with Cross Tag Battle, they just had like the main characters, like you know the iconic ones. Hazuma, he's not in here, I don't think, because there's a gallery of all the characters. I think there's 16 playable characters in the first BlazBlue game, but I wonder if the online even works anymore. The online multiplayer. Got the disc, and talk about a blast to the past here. Look how thick this instruction manual is. And I gotta show you this too. Best girl, Noelle Vermillion. Look at her, man. Absolutely love her. The little bit I saw of her in Cross Tag Battle, how could I not love Noelle Vermillion? And I'm sure I'm gonna love even more of her as I go through her story. But look at this, man. Almost 50 pages, 48 pages in the instruction manual, getting you the controls, the prologue, and the background of the story, all different game modes. And then as we get to the later half of it, It gives you all the character bios, as well as their moves and combos, see? Ragna the Blood Edge, Jin Kisaragi, Noelle Vermillion, Rachel Alucard, and then we get to some of the characters who I'm not familiar with. Oh, there's Iron Tager. He was in Cross Tag Battle. Tao Kaka, I'm not sure who he is, because I haven't played anything aside from Cross Tag Battle, but here's some more of them. There's one other who I recognized, Hakumen, right? Who has the same voice actor as Jin Kisaragi, David Vincent. So I wonder if we're gonna learn the backstory there, if he's like a clone or something. And then V13, I wonder if that's any relation to New 13. So lots of good stuff right there. And man, this artwork of Noelle Vermillion, absolutely beautiful. So I love to see that. BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. Next up on the PS3, we have BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extend. Now, from what I can tell, this was originally released as just Continuum Shift, but then they re-released it as Extend with DLC characters. And there's Hazama right there. Noelle again, Ragna, Jean, and a few others. So yeah, I think right here, BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extend makes a grand return with the devious, all-new playable character, Relius Clover, new story scenarios, new gameplay modes, and competitively balanced action. So I wonder, is Hazama not in the first game? Because I see he's on the artwork here. And you see, as we get later into the generation, you saw before we had 48 pages, now down to 26 pages. There's no character bios, but they still give you like the background and the prologue and everything. And it's still in color, so. It's crazy how, like, you go from the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 era of manuals to now games don't even have them, you know? Like, let me show you. Because I don't think this one even has one. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing in here. No manual in Cross Tag Battle. What's up with that? But moving on to the next one, we have BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extend. The same thing. This was originally released as Chrono Phantasma, and I believe on the PS3, and then re-released on the PS4 with Extend. And there again, we have Ragna, Jin, Noelle, and there's Celica and Minerva, who are in cross-tag battles. That's cool. And I think this does, yeah, it adds new characters, right? I think it added them, Celica and Minerva. Let's see, story mode, Narrow and Bigger Extend digs deep into the character's past, and you can learn more with the additional story of Remix Heart. Okay. And again, we also have a manual. Oh, see, we're getting skimpier and skimpier. Now only 10 pages, but it still gives you like, BlazBlue is one of those fighting games that takes the story very seriously. Like a lot of people, you play fighting games and you play co-op with your friends online on the network, but BlazBlue, they want you to get invested in the story. And I love the story so much in this game that how could I not go back and check out these other stories, you know, where it all began. And finally, on the PS4, we have BlazBlue Central Fiction, which again, there's Naoto Kurogane, there's Hazama again, Rachel, she's right in the middle too, huh? Ragna, Noelle, Jean, I'm not sure who those two are. But this is it, the climax of BlazBlue, the pinnacle of 2D fighting games has arrived. The gateway to the Azure has opened. Is it hope or doom that is waiting at the end of it all? Oh man, incredible. No manual. So I might as well just show you right now, the figure I teased at the start of the video has to do with BlazBlue, so I'll show you right here. It's a little figure of Noelle Vermillion, the best girl of the BlazBlue franchise. And I think, does that say Central Fiction right there? I think it does. So that's her art from, I think right on the back, right? Yes, that's the same art of Noelle, see? And that's just a cute little chibi figure. I got this for $10. So I'm not gonna take it out of the box. It's still in the box, but I'll just show you right there. You know, Noelle's great. How can you not love Noelle? But anyway, I got the whole BlazBlue collection here. Definitely looking forward to playing them. I'm gonna have to dust off the PS3. You know, it's a shame because I have a PS5 now, but even the PS4 didn't work that way. How come I can't play PS3 games on my PS5? Like, what the hell? Anyway, let's keep the trend going with more fighting games, and I'll show you. I got this on the PlayStation 5. Dragon Ball Fighter Z from Bandai Namco and Arc System Works, the same developers as the BlazBlue franchise. 2D fighting Dragon Ball. Which I got this game for $15, if you can believe that. Like, a PS5 game for $15, which I wonder if it was discounted by that much, because number one, I think this game released in 2018. Does it say on the back? There's a bunch of fine print. I can't really be bothered to skim through all that. There's a ton of DLC though. Like all these games, even Cross Tag Battle, which I loved, I spent like $15 on the DLC for that. And I'm pretty sure there's DLC here, which is why the game's so cheap. And again, where's the manual? But true power knows no limits. High-end anime graphics, 3 vs 3 stunning fights, thrilling online features, and exclusive story scenario. Awesome. And that's Android 21. I think Android 21 made her debut in this game, if I'm not mistaken. And we see is that Hit? I'm pretty sure that's Hit. That's what the hell is the name? That was like the Future Trunks arc. There's Beerus. That's Android 18 vs Cell. Lots of good stuff. So definitely looking forward to checking that out. Next up, another PS5 game. I got this for $20. And that is Soul Hackers 2, which I've been wanting to play this game for some time. This released in 2022 from Atlas. Basically, this is kind of what's, it's from Atlas, it's the Persona Shin Megami Tensei group. It's kind of like a mix between Shin Megami Tensei and Persona. I think it's closer to Shin Megami Tensei though, because these aren't high scores or anything. And the first Soul Hackers game released on the 3DS, which I haven't played. I don't think you need to play that to understand what's going on here, but I've been playing Persona 5 Strikers, so I kind of want to keep playing more Atlas games, and I figure why not dive into this one, and I got it for so cheap, so why not, right? Investigate the end of the world. God, the print's so small. Let's see. Amidst the glimmer of futuristic Japan, a digital hive mind has calculated an imminent apocalypse. Ringo, an agent of Ion, must investigate to stop the butterfly effect and save humanity. Whoa. So this is rated M as well. Violence, blood and gore, partial nudity, strong language. Sounds good to me. So, one final game I picked up. I got this for $40, which this is a Nintendo Switch game I'm going to show you next. And Nintendo Switch games, you got to get them when they go on sale because they never go on sale. Like, I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild, that game is still like $50, and that's a Switch launch title. That was on the Wii U! But I picked up Super Mario RPG, and I saw this at Best Buy for $40. I said, you know what, let's pick it up, because I'm actually watching H.C. Bailey's Let's Play of it right now. One of the OG Let's Players, back from like 2008, man, he's still doing Let's Plays. And he's been Let's Playing Super Mario RPG, it made me nostalgic for it. I, of course, played the original Super Mario RPG on the Wii Virtual Console because I'm a bit too young for the SNES days. That was before my time. But I did play the original Super Mario RPG on the Wii Virtual Console. When I first saw the trailer for the remake, I'm like, man, this looks great. But there's so many games, it's just, I'm not going to buy it at launch. And even buying this now, I don't know when I'm going to play it. But you got to get Nintendo Switch games when they go on sale because they hardly ever go on sale. And look at this group right here. The legend himself, Gino! Which I've seen noobs reviewing this game, reviewing the remake, who haven't played the original, and they don't understand the hype behind Gino and why he's so desired to be in Smash. You just had to be there. Like, you either know or you don't know. This is the legend himself, Gino, and his Gino world. And how badass is it that Bowser and Peach joined the party too? And how can we forget Mallow? I mean, Mallow. So, when the stars fall, Mario fights on. A giant sword has split the sky, and Mario can't save the day alone. Oh yeah. And yeah, this is from, well, this isn't Square Enix now, it's just Nintendo, and I don't know who else. But Square Enix originally did it back in 1996 on the SNES. They had Yoko Shimomura do the music, which she did the arrangement again in this remake. And there's a super boss that's from Final Fantasy IV, I believe, who cameos. So, you know, kind of spoilers, but the game's been out forever. It's kind of a cult classic. And that's the world. I love the overworld too. It's just kind of like, you know, Super Mario World, or all the classic Mario games for that matter. And, you know, the Switch doesn't give you a manual, but they sort of make up for it. All the games have this kind of artwork. That's cool. Anyway, finally, let's end with the manga I picked up, which I got the... Well, there's actually volume 29 as well, but that wasn't in stock when I went to Barnes & Noble, so I got volume 26, 27, and 28 of Eden Zero. This ended recently, I think at volume 34, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I'm up to volume 22 or 23. I stopped reading after the time skip, and once all the volumes come out, I'll probably binge read it all again, but you know, this is after the time skip. I love Hiro Mashima and his artwork. It's just fantastic. We get all sorts of good stuff. You know, there's Rebecca. Right here, right away, look at this. We get an ass shot of Valkyrie, some boobage from Homura's mother, side boob from Homura. I mean, Jesus, look at this, man. Look at this spread. Absolutely beautiful. So Mashima knows what we all want. And then this one, he teams up with Shura, I guess. I sort of seen some of the spoilers, so... Well, there's Noah. God, they were foreshadowing him all the way back to the beginning. And there's Holy's ass. Jesus, Mashima. I can only take so much. But yeah, that's Eden Zero. Volume 29 just came out as well. I gotta go back and once it gets back in stock. But I also picked up some more volumes of Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest. Volume 13, 14, and 15. And this is like the final battle from this arc. We have Irene with a cameo. And this one is good. Where is it? Is it in here? Yeah, look, there's Sorino. I mean, Jesus. And Minerva and Yukino on the cover there. This is like the next arc with Sabretooth. It had been a while since Sabretooth finally came back, so they're back in volume 15. And yeah, I love Fairy Tail. I love Hiro Mashima. Hope you guys enjoyed this haul video. All sorts of good stuff. Like I said, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, right now, like I said, I'm playing Persona 5 Strikers. Maybe I'll play Soul Hackers 2 after that. I have BlazBlue, all 4 games there. How can I forget Trails Through Daybreak, Tsukihime? I got so much stuff to keep me occupied over the next few months. And hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you picked up recently. And stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Peace out.
99.